Should social media be banned for under 16s?
A new law bans social media for kids under 16. Platforms must now verify age.
Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering nobody under 16 is allowed to use Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, or any social media or social platform. No scrolling, no posting, nothing, no followers. What are you going to think about life? No likes, no dislikes, no haters. For some people, that sounds extreme right now. For others, it sounds necessary, especially for parents. But there is the question: would banning social media for under 16 protect young people, or would it create a completely different problem that we are not aware even? This debate is becoming one of the most controversial issues of our time, especially in London. There is a law now, and it forces us to ask a difficult question: have you given children access to something their brains were never prepared to handle even? Well, the supporters of a ban argue that social media has become a giant psychological experiment, one that children never consented to. No one agreed on that, but they have it. Think about it for a moment. A teenager can now compare themselves with thousands of people every single day. They're exposed to beauty, standards, influencers, online trends, dramas, social player, and social pressure. Previous generations were not having this kind of a trauma. Today's teenagers carry the entire social hierarchy in their pocket. The pressure never switches off. Constant pressure on teenagers. Many parents worry that children itself or childhood is itself is disappearing from their children. So young people are chasing likes only, not likewise. Instead of developing confidence through real world experiences, they begin measuring self worth through numbers on a screen, that how many likes are there. To sporters, to bands, freedom is in control, total control. It's about protecting children during a critical stage of development. Just as society limits access to alcohol, gambling, adult activities, they argue social media should face similar age restriction. Otherwise, it will be a disaster for our new generation. But critics, they see things differently. They argue differently that banning social media won't solve the underlying issue. They think technology is not going away, it's evolving. Social media is becoming part of the modern life now. Some believe the real solution is education, not prohibition of this. After all, young people use social media to stay connected with friends, discover new interests, learn skills, express themselves. A complete ban could isolate some teenagers socially totally. Others point out a practical problem. While a ban or will a ban actually work? History shows that when something is forbidden, people often find ways around it because it attracts them. Fake ages, alternative apps, private accounts, they will find around something else. The technology might simply move underground rather than disappear. In fact, people will chase it more. And some worry that governments deciding what people or young people can access online creates difficult questions about freedom and parental responsibilities, even. So, the problem is that should it really be banned for under 16s? What is the reasonable agreement or disagreement? Some see it as a protection, others see it as an overreach over the topic. But regardless of where you stand, one fact remains constant. The generation growing up today is experiencing something no generation before them has ever faced. Never before, ever children had constant access to an audience, so big audience, an algorithm, an endless stream of comparison with them. The real question may not be whether social media should be banned. It's another aspect. The real question is whether society can teach young people to use a tool that even many adults struggle to control. The control should be taught. And until we answer that question, this debate is only going to get louder and louder